Hello, welcome back to Blind But Blended, where we are obsessed with doing our makeup with or without vision. My name is Shelly and welcome. If you are new here, I was born with low vision. I'm considered to be legally blind, but I fell in love with makeup when I got introduced to this amazing product called Seint. And that is what we are talking about today. So Seint just recently released what they call collections, and each collection comes in different sizes, or each level, I guess we should say. There's 12 levels according to your skin tone, and then we have 3 different collections. So we have a level 4 collection that'll have your 4 main shades, okay? Then we have a level 8 collection. That's what I'm using today. Comes with 2 levels. Again, a great place to start. All of the collections come with a brush, and then the 12, all right? And they're preset colors. Again, it's got 2 levels, preset shades that are gonna work for you. The collection 12 will also come with eyeshadows and then 2 brushes, okay? But today we are going to do the 8 palette collection, and I am level 2, which is just one above the most, the lightest, okay? Oh, I have a clean face. I did my Seint cream moisturizer. I've got sunscreen, so all of that's settled in. Give it 15-20 minutes. And to start, I'm going to actually start with my setting spray. You can use it before and after, especially if you are an oily person. Oh, maybe that was a little close. Okay, that's okay. It'll dry. If you're an oily person going into the summer and that's your concern, go ahead and use a spray before. I really like the setting spray over the powder because it really keeps that dewy look. I love the dewy look. But if you're a powder girl, go ahead and add some powder after. You can even do both. Do what works for you. Okay. The one other prep thing I'm going to do is use my balm. I've talked about it before. It is like a castor oil based product. Again, all our products are clean. It provides a really good barrier between the makeup and your skin. So if you're like me and you're hitting your mature skin, which honestly starts at like 30 or 35, sorry, but yes, you're gonna be getting those fine lines and wrinkles. This is an amazing product. I'm honestly, just get it for whatever. It's an amazing product. Like, again, you can put it right on top of dry spots even. So sometimes we just have random dry spots. Go ahead and apply it, let it sit for a minute, and again, it's gonna add that hydration. It's actually super fun. You can turn a powder into a cream using this, just dipping your finger in and then dipping it into the powder. It's a super great product, and it's gonna last you a long time. It's just the balm, B-A-L-M, but the balm. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, so we've got a ready face to go. I got no mascara on, I got nothing going on. And we are going to do this level 2. So at the top here, I have the darker shade, which would be considered kind of my summer, but also in the winter, this is gonna just help with color correcting. And then I have a main shade. This would be my winter shade, and then my brightening highlight and my contour. That is the top. We are going to do that level first, plus I will add some of this Tan Lines bronzer. It is a lighter bronzer than I normally use, but I just want to show you what the collection looks like on somebody with the level 2 skin tone, okay? And these shades are made to work with quite a range. It'll give you 4 examples. So most of us can actually pull off a couple of shades. And the great thing is when you get the 8 collection, you're gonna be able to use the summer and the winter. You're gonna be able to combine them, and that'll be your spring shade and your fall shade. So it really just covers all the bases. It's a really good collection. Great place to start. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the deeper shade, a little bit of color correcting. I like to do the age spots if I have any redness, zits. My age spots are actually getting lighter. I've been using castor oil, and yeah, I should actually do a video on that because it's been incredible. Okay, oh, I didn't even tell you, I'm sorry. This is the 3D brush. their original Seint brush. It comes with this collection. And I'm gonna use this fluffier end, and I'm just going to pat it in just super light, and I'm just buffing it into those areas where I know I have age spots. Now, you're gonna have to remember that I'm legally blind, so I can't always see things, but I know just from zooming in, taking selfies, the general areas of age spots and the things. So that's kind of how I roll, okay? So again, if you're not comfortable picking a collection, that's okay. That's why we have the selfie method, the form. You fill it out and we color match you. You can get a collection or we build you a collection, all as well. Okay, I'm actually gonna do one more tap, and I'm going to start a little color correcting under my eyes with that. Just the lightest amount, okay? All right. So we have done a little camouflaging. That's what we like to call it, the camo shade. Good, done, easy. Let me grab my mirror with the big side so I can make sure I'm all good. I think we're good. Okay, let's move on to the main shade, all right? So this is going to be one that is close to your skin tone and your neck. When we color match, we definitely want to get that natural light. We want to see your neck, and then we're going to make sure it works with all of it. And I actually will take that main shade and just do my whole face. I'll go right over that camo again, just a couple taps, and I am doing a really light, natural look here. If you want a heavier look, you would focus more on stippling, like a fuller coverage, not heavier, sorry. We don't ever want heavier. All right, but sometimes when you swipe, it just spreads it further out. Again, this is just to even out skin tone and give us a little of that coverage that we like. And I'm definitely a more natural makeup wearer, so that tends to be my go-to. Okay, done. You can do that, right? Okay, let's go ahead into the next shade. This is the brightening highlight or the concealer. I'm going to switch to the small end of the brush. And we're just going to do bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, that little spot above the top lip, the chin. And I did do in between my eyes, kind of, we'll feather it up, you'll see. And then the outer corner of the eye up to the hairline, going at a diagonal. This is just gonna give us a faux facelift. And then inner corner of the eye, and we will use that as well to help color correct under the eye. And again, this works really nicely, okay? So let's give that a quick blend. You can even switch to the puffy end. I like to say it's like a top of a tree, blend it out and up. Want to feather it out, and go ahead, just use that narrow end, do the nose, flip it again. Like, you're gonna find your own ways as well, so that's the thing. You find what you like and what works for you. Okay, then we're going to again use that, feather it down and across, and then make sure we blend that other portion. You can actually bring it right up onto your eyelid. It's gonna work as a good primer and color corrector. So we've done the main shades, we've done the brightening. Let's move on to contour. This is Astoria. I'm gonna show you where I contour, okay? So I actually like to squeeze this end, tap it in, and then I do contour my cheekbones. A little tip, if you have a fuller face, you can go down like at an angle straight towards your mouth. If you're like me and you have a more narrow face, you can go ahead and kind of curve it up. It's just gonna give it the look of more fullness, or narrow it out. It's the tricks you can do with makeup and contour. And that's why we call it 3D, because we are working with our natural face shape and structure to create dimension. We don't want a flat face. So that's why we have the highlight and the contour. Okay, the forehead, I like to do under the lip. Give it a look of a pout. And then that jawline, because let's face it, the older we get, we start to get those evil little jowls and double chins and the things. Okay, so contour, we're going to blend it down onto the neck. Okay, just go ahead and blend in. I'm just using that same brush. That's totally fine. If you want, you could use the narrow end. Again, it's just kind of like you end up deciding how you like it. Either way, these brushes are made to work with the cream and they're not going to transfer your product. All right, and then with the cheekbone, we want to go up. Little swipes up to blend that in. And that's, again, going to work, giving us a face lift, a faux facelift, right? We're using the tips and tricks. Okay, super fun. I love to do this. I take that brightening highlight and I follow right under where I contoured. Again, going to give you another little faux facelift, okay? Then you can just blend, just give that a quick blend in. Again, I'm using the fluffy end. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Let's move to the bottom half of the palette. Okay, we have bronzer. I'm gonna again use that fluffy end. I'm going to tap it in and swirl. And it's just going to go right on that cheekbone and kind of like up and above. Again, don't overthink it. They all blend in together really nicely. And if you are a level 2, this is a nice light one for you. But that's a really great thing about the collections. They really chose the shades according to what works best with those skin tones and what you're gonna be comfortable with as well. Because generally, if you're getting a collection, you're starting, right? So you might not want to start with a really dark bronzer, right? And don't forget, bring that bronzer down your neck so you don't get the floating head. Okay, next. In the collection, they provide you with 2 cheek shades. You can see this is nude, and the other one, actually we don't have, it's a pink, but I just put in one of my favorite pinks. But I'm gonna use nude. Hands down, one of my favorite shades, go-tos, and you can see that because it's almost gone. All right, so there we go. If you are in the low vision crowd, I have lots of tutorials on how to exactly place it. Definitely just get familiar with that cheekbone, because if you can get familiar with your cheekbone, you can contour, you can bronze, you can highlight, and you can put your cheek shade on. So if you got, basically it comes down to your cheekbone has a bottom, a face, and a top. So play around with it, feel it. The contour hugs the bottom. Okay, that bronzer can go right on the face of it and above. I like to do the cheek shade kind of right on the top, follow it up, again with the facelift. All right, and there we go. Actually, I'm gonna show you something super fun. These cream blushes, you can double up. So you can totally put the pink shade, which mine is Hollywood, right on top of the nude, and actually you end up with 3 cheek shades, not just 2. They work. Oh my goodness, my lips are so chapped. They double as a lip shade. Yeah, lip gloss. Okay, nude is just good. It's so pretty. Last but not least, we have an illuminator. Again, I love this one. This is Angel. And that is going to go right above that cheek shade. It is what you would call a highlight in the makeup world. And again, it just gives that glow, catches the light, keeps us looking young, fresh. I also love to do it under my eyebrows in the inner corner. Just brightening up those spaces. You can even add a little on top of your lip shade to give them a little more fullness. Okay, I gotta look, make sure I'm looking okay here. All right, so I think maybe I need to bring the bronzer down a bit, but we're good. Okay, I'm going to put on my mascara and we will continue and finish up. So the look is coming together. We are just going to finish with 2 steps. First of all, I just have to tell you I am in love with this new mascara. If you've watched before, I used to use 2, like a volumizing one and then a lengthening one. This L'Oreal Panorama or Panoramic. I don't know, I can't see and I can't remember. Anyways, it's gold. I got it on Amazon. So good. I'll give you the link. I love it. So that's all I use now. Okay. So one last step, I do like to go in with a perfector sponge. So what you do is you hold it under water until it doubles in size. Give it a good squeeze, 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 and then dry it in a towel. And what this is going to do is it's going to push in that product. But if we added too much, which sometimes happens, especially when we are new, it also is going to pick that up. So these little guys, they're good. They are worth your $1. And I always love to recommend them. Okay, there we go. Let's finish it off with one last spray. It's gonna be warm, so I need to have that covered. Totally missed my face. There is your little tutorial on the collections with Seint, but of course you can always reach out and get help. That's what I'm here for. I'll include the color match form in there. I'll include the collections link, all of those things so that we can get you started with this super awesome, easy makeup because it is so good. Okay, thanks so much for hanging out. And if you don't already, subscribe. And if you're still here, thank you. Make sure you like, share, do the things, or just say hello. I'd love to say hi back. Anyways, have a great day and see you next time.